Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is weird starting off with this, but since I was around the area, because I was doing a few things off screen, so basically what I did was I changed Shroomi's name into being a different name, because like I said a few times, I was going to change Shroomi's name into something else. So I named him Shroom Dinosaur because he's basically a dinosaur mushroom thingy, so I named him that. And then after this one, I do name the Crobat what the person wanted him to be named. Because I wanted to get this out of the way so I don't have to do it later on. The only one I would have to rename is Kip when he evolves into a Swampert. But for now, everybody else's nicknames is pretty much done. And then the person who wanted the Shedinja still hasn't told me what they wanted as a name. So that would also be another one I would have to do. But that's once I get the name for the Shedinja. Because right now I don't have the name yet. So after we name this one, we're going to have a jump cut to where I will be in Rustboro. Because if you remember correctly, May hinted that we were supposed to go back to Petalburg to go see Norman, which is our character's dad in the game. So Norman wasn't too bad. Norman was actually pretty easy, surprisingly, after the dumpster fire that was Flannery. So we actually got a pretty easy time there. So now we're going to be in Rustboro City. So we're gonna head down. I thought I had a really dumb moment during recording this video. I thought Magikarp could learn Surf, which isn't the case. So I got a different temp Pokemon until I can get a Tentacool, because I prefer getting it during where you start being in like the more, how can I say, an area that is like more like full of water that I don't have to like keep going back and forth, so I can just go and catch it and then I'll have it later on. So I made a mistake thinking that Magikarp can learn Surf, which is not the case. So I had to catch a Lotad later on. I don't show me catching the Lotad because I forgot what part, because I kind of screwed up towards the end, so I had to cut the whole part out. So that part of that area is where I got the Lotad. It's not really important because it's not really an important Pokemon. It's just a Pokemon for Surf. So I didn't feel like it was necessary to keep it in. So now we're gonna go back through Petalburg Woods, which, so we use a repel so I don't get constantly stopped every 5 seconds for a Pokemon. So, for instance, we're going to get closer to Winona later on. I'm probably gonna do a few things before I fight, which is get my Pokemon at a higher level, because all of them are like all over the place. The ones that are the highest is Kip and Aron. So those are the ones that are like the highest, and then the third highest would be what is his name? Shroom Dino, and then after that would be Spump Life. So those are the ones that I have to level those up, so off screen, because they're both fully evolved. I don't have to worry about them evolving. So basically this guy is saying that depending on the door you open is what the person will be using. So the speed room, their Pokemon is faster than yours. And then the other one is something with accuracy, and you know how much I hate sand attack, so I wasn't picking that door. So this person has, each one only has one Pokemon. They don't have multiple ones, they only have one each. So it kind of makes it easier. but it's still hard because they use one trolley thing. So I switch out because Shroomy is a quad weak to flying. So I switch out to Mecha Gojira because he's quad resist to flying. So I try to take out the Swallow, which, like I said, he is quad resist to flying. So he's not going to take that much damage. He takes barely any damage. What is it, like 3 damage? That's nothing. So I still don't know how I'm going to beat Winona. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I still have no clue whatsoever what I'm going to do to defeat her. I'm probably gonna level up a lot so I have the numbers against her because I don't remember how her team is. I have no recollection of it. So now we're gonna go and look at the other doors. This is a confusion room. I don't know what that means, so I didn't take that door. The other door is a defense room, so I go through this door. Basically, this person just spams defense curl. So you might be confused if you guys play the more recent generations, but Wigglytuff in the newer gens is a fairy type. In this generation, it's not a fairy type, it's a normal type. So it takes, it's weak to fighting moves. Because Wigglytuff was originally just a normal type. Now it's no longer a normal type anymore. Which I kind of found it stupid that they were retyping Pokemon that were normal types into fairy types. Like Wigglytuff, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Clefable, Snubbull, trying to think of any other ones. And then Gramble, and a few other Pokemon. I think Chansey and Blitzy are also fairy types now. Because all of them were originally normal types. And if anybody knows the Blight, it's annoying as hell to try to defeat a Chansey, a Blitzy. They're like hard to beat because they have so much health. It's like by far the worst Pokemon trying to get off the field is a Chansey or a Blitzy because of their health and their trolley moveset. So now we're gonna go back to where we were. This is a strength room, which means sword stance. And then this one, I wasn't taking a one-hit KO room, so I was like, no. So I went and got the strength room. The strength room is pretty easy. It's just Pokemon that use a sword stance. That's it. So now we're going to go and fight this other chick, which was pretty easy considering it wasn't too hard. Zanzagoose is a pretty easy Pokemon to defeat with Shroomy, the Shroom Dino. So we're going to use Mach Punch, which does about almost half or so, a little over than half. And then it just starts spamming Sword Stance. So if you get it off the field as quickly as possible, you won't have to worry about it doing anything. So we defeated this one person, and now we're going to be fighting Norman. Norman, like I said, was actually really easy. It wasn't like Flannery, so now we're going to go fight Norman. So this is the door that leads to Norman. So you did get 4 gym badges. Fine, as I promised, we will have a battle. Zerl, I'm so happy that I can have a battle with my child, but a battle is a battle. Do anything in my power to win. So basically all he's saying, he's proud of you and he wants to battle you. So now Norman starts off with a Spinda. Spinda can be an annoying Pokemon because it has ability and attacks that can confuse you, but he doesn't use any of them, thankfully. He does use, for some odd reason, Psybeam because Shroomish is part fighting type, so he will take half damage. So we got Spinda off the field. So now I think he takes out a Vigoroth next, which of course is still a normal type. So we still spam Mach Punch. He does like using Facade. Facade only does more damage depending, I think, if you have a status move or depending on how much health you have left. So it doesn't do as much damage as you would think it would do. So Vigoroth is gone. So next is Linoon. Linoon is meds and meds. It's not too bad. It's not too good either. It's just in the middle. So we do get a clutch victory with this Pokemon for 2 reasons. Effect Spore and because it puts it to sleep. And I don't think Norman uses a healing potion at this time. I don't think. Like, not like Flannery. Flannery was like one of the biggest trolls out of all of the gym leaders so far. Because all the rest of them haven't been that much of a problem. So now we have Effect Spore kicks in and Linoon falls asleep. And we get Linoon off the field. Slaking is one of the most annoying Pokemon because of the damage it does, but they nerfed him with his ability, which is Truant, which means is that every other turn it attacks. So it attacks one turn and then it screws around and attacks the next turn. So that's how you kind of beat it, is by keeping track of the Truant ability that it has. So Shroom Dino is down for the count, and now we use Mecha Gojira because it resists normal moves. So we'll be able to tank the moves. I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I'll be able to tank the attacks. So it will be kind of an advantage. Counter does do a lot of damage, but we do win with Mecha Gojira. And if you might think that I'm kind of dumb from using Mud Slap lowers accuracy. So I was hoping to buy some time by spamming it so I can make him miss some of his moves. Because like I said, he attacks one turn and doesn't attack the next turn. So that's how I tried to balance trying to get him to miss. And then I start using Iron Tail because Iron Tail is a steel move and it might do more damage, which I was correct, it does do more damage. And of course it misses, and he fails, which is good. So now I'm going to use Iron Tail again, and then I think after this last Iron Tail, and also Iron Tail has the ability to lower defense, and we win. That was very easy. It wasn't as hard as Flannery was. And one more level up, we will have another evolved Pokemon, which will be Larion. So we win. Our in-game dad is, what is it called? Dumbfounded that we won. We receive the Balance Badge, cool beans. With that badge, it defends of all your Pokemon, you know, HM Surf. And here is TM42, which is Facade. It doubles the power move of Pokemon's Poison, Paralyze, or Burn, and might be able to turn a bad situation to advantage as a gym leader, but as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. So this is Wally's dad. There you are, Zero. Please come with me. I have something I want you to have. Norman, you don't mind, do you? Let me borrow your Zero for a minute or two. Oh, goody. Now we're gonna get another HM move. Cool beans. Zero, please excuse us for dragging you here this way, but our Wally became very healthy since he went to Vernon Turf Town. We owe it all to you. When Wally left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Wally really happy. Actually, not just Wally, it made me, his father, happy too. Happy that he's gained such a great friend as you. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I really like you to have this. Obtained HM3, which is Surf. If your Pokemon can surf, you'll be able to go to all sorts of places, which is true. You can also get a few items here, which I do, I think, in this video or the next video. So I do heal my Pokemon here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles.